Once upon a time, there was a 7-year-old boy named Mete who was both brave and a bit timid. Mete's biggest fear was the dark. One day, his mother said to him, "It's time for you to start sleeping in your own room, Mete. You will become the hero of your own space." Mete was scared but decided to embrace the idea because his mother always said that heroes must face their fears. That night, Mete entered his room alone. He arranged his toys, lay on his bed, and when the light was turned off, everything seemed bigger and scarier. The moonlight streaming through the curtains cast ghostly shapes on the wall, and faint tapping noises from the closet made his heart race. While lying in bed, he pulled his blanket tightly around him, feeling its warmth against his flushed cheeks. Mete whispered to himself, "Heroes feel fear, but they never give up," as he clung to his blanket. Just then, another noise came from the closet. Mete gathered his courage, turned on his lamp, and walked toward the closet. This confrontation marked a significant turning point for him. When Mete opened the closet, he found a tiny, colorful creature named Zuzu. Zuzu's eyes sparkled, and in a cheerful voice, it said, "Hello, Mete. Don't be afraid, I'm here." Mete, startled, asked, "Who are you?" Zuzu explained, "I come from the land of courage. I help children like you discover their bravery. But remember, true courage lies within you." Zuzu's words gave Mete a bit of confidence. The closet no longer seemed scary, instead, it felt like a magical doorway. Zuzu invited Mete on a magical adventure. "I need your help, Mete. The stone of courage has been lost in the forest of fear. If we retrieve it, everyone's fears will diminish," Zuzu said. Mete hesitated for a moment but eventually agreed. Together, they stepped through a glowing doorway into the land of courage. The forest was dark, but Mete felt a bit safer with Zuzu by his side. The enchanting atmosphere of the land of courage mesmerized Mete. With each step, his heart filled with both excitement and fear. In the forest of fear, every tree and every sound seemed to whisper scary stories to Mete. But Mete remembered Zuzu's encouraging words and thought, "Great heroes face their fears head-on." Suddenly, a large shadow appeared before him. Mete overcame his fear and walked toward the shadow. It turned out to be nothing but a branch holding the glowing stone of courage. Mete exclaimed, "Was it this simple?" as he grabbed the stone, and the shadow disappeared. When Mete and Zuzu returned from the land of courage, Mete felt like a completely different person. Back in his room, he took one last look at the closet, but Zuzu was gone. Mete said to himself, "I don't need Zuzu to overcome my fears, courage is already within me." From that day on, Mete began to enjoy sleeping in his own room and felt ready to conquer other fears as well. In the end, Mete's story reminded all children that courage begins with small steps but grows in our hearts to transform us into heroes.